Hi everyone. Today we're gonna paint the golden blossom. So we're gonna paint the flower first and the stem and everything, and we're gonna paint right over the black marker because it'll just look like a shadow underneath. And then we're gonna paint the whole background gold, love, and then put gold on top of the flower a little bit. So pretty, right? So we're gonna paint this flower first, this blossom, and this is also a blossom right here. The rest are leaves, and the leaves are just gonna be a version of brown and white because we put gold over them, so you can't really see any green or anything. So it's just like a little shadow trick. So we're gonna get our we have 4 paintbrushes. So we have this big giant one. This will be to paint over the whole thing, like a thin layer of gold. And then this one is, she works like the big one, but she could be more precise. So we smash our paintbrush and then sneak up, and one hair touches the Sharpie, and then we just go whoop do around stuff like that. Easy space, like that. It'll make a nice, thick, shiny edge. And then the medium one, she just holds, there's a little baby one and then a medium sized one. The medium sized one just holds more paint. The little one holds less paint. So the little one's handy because she just won't get globs of paint like the medium one will. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our white paint and our pink paint. So fun, like that. And this is pink, brown, and white mixed together. And it makes like this rose color. And we're going to open our white paint and our pink paint. And I always get close to the camera because my other table's right here. And then my other table's on the ground over here. Well, it's, low. So get your medium paintbrush and let's paint just one petal. And you see these 4 petals, they're in front. And the other 2 petals are behind. So we'll just push the paint behind stuff. She's behind. So if we do those first, if we get any paint on the outside ones, we'll be able to cover it up. So it'll look really good. So you just get your medium paintbrush and you just stab the white paint so there's a lot. And then we don't care about that Sharpie, so we can cover it right up. And because we're gonna put the paint on thick, it'll be like a lump, a thick blob that will float on top of the Sharpie. So I'm going to bring it closer so you can see. But I'm going to smash my paintbrush, smash. And then I sneak up. And then one hair of that paintbrush will drop off a globe. And I just push my paintbrush. Stab. And then smash. Always land in the middle of the flower, or the middle-ish of the flower. And then sneak up. And then, whoa, no, the Sharpie can't be hidden. I promise you. It will show. Because it's Sharpie. As soon as it dries, it will come back. And then stab it and then fill it in. Gentle, gentle, small wiggles. Then you just fill it in like that. Nice. And you catch up. And don't go black and flatten everything and smooth it out. Those lumps of paint will just be a little brighter right there. Okay, so, let me get a whole bunch of paint. No. And then we have paper towels. And the paper towels are our tools, right? So we don't set our paintbrush on them. I just set them on the plastic that's, on my table because it doesn't hurt nothing. But I do want to clean this, but I don't use water because if it should drip out and slide down your paint, it kind of makes an erasure mark. Yeah. So we just fold it over and pinch and pull like that. And then it's all pointy and mostly clean. See? And then it smooths out your paintbrush and all the boogie of paint is in there. And I just saved that paper towel for later. Now I can get my pink, my rose color pink, pinky, brown and white, and get a glob of it. A glob. I'm going to put it down here near the bottom. And we'll just trace it one more time. Smash! And just drop off a glob like a smile. Right? And then you see my paintbrush, it mostly all came off when I did that because I wiped it off basically. Well, how about if just what's left on my paintbrush, we trace it along the outside and just, oh, it turns to like, don't go back over it. Look how, that came out a good color because it mixed with my white and then land and we, oh, nice. Should I rub that in and make it look furry? No. Whoa, like that. Now we're gonna make little stripes on it, and you see how it's all thick right there? As we come down, you're gonna go wee, and then you land in the blob of paint. Well, that means you kind of grab it. So you can land it up here and go swipe and land it again. And scoop, get another scoop and a scoop, and they're gonna look like stripes. Really pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna go, watch me, I'll do it up close. I'm gonna go wee, and then I land in it. Oh, I scooped it. And then, oh, that means it's going to be thick up here. Oh, and I'm using the side of my paintbrush, not the tip of my paintbrush. And every time I go down, oh, look at those different versions. Oh, pretty. I made different versions. It's like thick, where it was thick is darker. Where I kind of ran out of paint, it's lighter, but I like it. So I don't scribble. I just made stripes. And then I just landed on my landing pad that I had already drawn up here. Land, whoop. Good job. Okay, now we're going to clean this dirty little paintbrush because I want to go get white paint. It's dirty. Remember, if I go too fast, there's no one in the room with me. So you have to push pause because otherwise I'd stand here alone in the quiet of my own room. Okay, clean my paintbrush, but still got a little bit of pink in it. So don't stir your white paint, okay? You just kind of poke and you get your paint and just go straight down, whoop, and it will coat your paintbrush and nothing gets inside because we cleaned it first too. Let's do this background one. She's not touching nothing, so it's fine to do first. But let's do this one here. She's hiding back there, so I just go smash. And I'm just, I turned the corner too soon. I wanted to cover up that blick. Let me try again. Smash, squish, squish. Squish. Oh, that's not enough paint. One more poke, I could do that. Squish. And I can come all the way up in the tummy, in the middle of the flower. And then I just fill in, blah, 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 blah. A little bit, get it wet with white there. And what do we use the white for? You didn't know what we used the white for until we did this one. So we fill it in white because the white is all wet and it will change the color of whatever you put on top. So you're just like, oh, should I rub it somewhere? No, I'll just turn baby pink. But we like the stripes it makes. Okay? And I want to go get rose color now. Right on my paintbrush. And that will just make more baby pink. Just give a little squeezy, pinch, pull. Pretty. Now I'm gonna poke my baby pink, and let's put it. We're still gonna put it at the base, but it's gonna look more like a V now when I drop it off. Oh yeah, because I'm putting it inside the tummy of the flower. There, like that. And then we still have a tiny bit left on our paintbrush. Just go. Wee, retrace it. Oh, it came out baby pink. Wee. But that line doesn't actually stay there, huh? I'm going to use it as a landing pad because I land on that little pink outline to make little stripes. And then what I'm going to go into the middle and pick up more paint. So I pick it up, then I drop it off on the tip of the paintbrush and on the tip of the petal and pull it backwards. So I go land, swipe, land, swipe. Oh, it's harder upside down. Going up was easier. Whoosh, I made stripes. Should I go back and play with it more? No, that would just turn it pink. I like the stripes. I like it. I'm gonna leave it. And then, that come out cute? Now I'm gonna clean my paintbrush. And then I'm gonna get my, do this one. So I clean my paintbrush and stab my white. Hey, this one's just like that one. Easy. Wee, and squish the paint out the side. Has a little bit of pink in it. So we're going to paint the whole thing pink. And then a touch more white to fill it in. Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter if it's smooth or not. We're just using it for a little bit of white moisture, you know, to decorate. And then I got to clean my paintbrush. Pinch, clean. And then I'm going to get my rose-colored pink. I'm going to put it in the, oh, look at that. Like I put it in the corner like a V. So I'm going to go get that, right? I'm just dropping it off. And then a little bit left on my paintbrush. I can trace the outside. Who knows what they're doing already? We've done 2. How's your brain? Is your brain relaxed? This one, your brain is like, I'm mad. I can't do, right? But then once you do a second one, you're, oh, I see, I get it. And then when you do a third one, now you can do it and go, wee, oh, wee. Oh, well, that one didn't come out as stripedy. Oh, well, I forgive. But I'm more relaxed because my brain can expect what to happen. I've already learned it because I've done it. Because how do you learn stuff on earth? By doing it. The teacher can show you stuff, but you didn't learn it until you do it yourself. And then now I could do either one of those. I clean my paintbrush so I can stab my white outline. Whee! And then fill it in. I don't have enough paint. Stab. And then I always clean the white off before I go get pink. Oh, look at, I made a bunny on my napkin. There. Well, this napkin's getting too sticky. I don't like it when I get slimed. And then now I'm going to get the rose color and put it like a smile at the base. Oh, it overlaps the other petals. Oh no. So this one's in front. So of course they go on top. And then whatever's left on my paintbrush, re-outline it. Just in a swoop. We don't stop. We don't scribble. We're not trying to make furry flowers. You just go, hey. You know why you can trace like that? You've been doing handwriting a long time. Right? Now we're going to land on that landing pad and pull back and pick up extra pink. Every time I swipe it, I pick it up. And it's just like mowing the lawn, sweeping or vacuuming. And you give it permission to be dark areas, medium areas, light areas. As you run out of paint, it's just kind of a soft pink. There. I wiped off the paint on the Sharpie. I wanted that covered. But remember, by the time we put gold paint on everything, your Sharpies don't show. It just looks like a shadow under the paint, so no worries. You normally do pencil, but it's hard to see. We're going to paint over, you know, all this, and when you put a second layer on stuff, you can't see the pencil anymore, so it got me frustrated. So if I'm frustrated and I've done this before, I don't want to be mean to you, so use a Sharpie. Not always, though, unless you really, really want that black to show, or it won't hurt nothing. I mean, now stab your white. And we're going to outline this one. And she's on top. So if she grabs some of the other petals next to her and smush it, she's in front. Whee! And I run out of paint. I always remember there's a little paint on the other side. Or I just get more from my poke cup, my paint cup. Stripe, stripe, stripe. Fill it in. Blit, blit, blit. Nice. Cute, right? And then a good color. It's a good color. And then we clean our paintbrush. So I can get pink. Stab. Just one good stab. Sometimes the paintbrush you choose is just for how much paint she'll collect. Sometimes it's hard to control how much paint to get. So if it's the right paintbrush, it'll get the right amount for you. And then I'm going to drop it off. Oh, now it's like a frown. Right? Hello. No. Make it happier. It's more like a rainbow. Whee! There. And then whatever's left, Tracy on the outside. Tracy done. And then I get to push down. Oh, let's see if this is harder or easier. I don't know. Let's see. Land. Stop when you get there. Stop when you get to the line. Wee, wee, wee. And then don't go back and fix nothing. And that, but I really want to because I missed a spot. I broke the rules. I don't care. Great. And then one more left. We clean our paintbrush. I'm really wanting a new paper towel since come up, but I'll just find another corner. I don't like to waste the paper towels, you know, trees. So then I stab the white one left. This one has a little hook on it. Oops, I missed the Sharpie. Smash. Showing off, going too fast. Smash. Push. That thick bead of pink. And look at I dragged some pink. How cute. Huh? Whee, and she's in front. There. Oh, and poke more paint. Fill it in. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Who cares? Because we ruin it anyway. And I don't see any more Sharpies. Oh, right there. I lied. Get it? There. And now I can clean my paintbrush. Get my rose color paint. Boop. Put it in the, oh, now it's like a bubble C, a backward C. And then outline it. You guys knew what to do. How come you already know what to do? You done it before, and your brain's like, yep, I already got this, lady. Right? Now you just gotta, oh, this is harder because it's going straight a little, oh. You know what's hard? It's using the side of my paintbrush instead of the tip of my paintbrush, but I got it. See how each one's slightly different? And then we'll get our brown, like this. And there's a little tiny bit in my cup, in my lid. And I'm just going to use my finger. Why? I just want a little bit of texture. I'm just going to, it's like a little, and it's going to mix the pink. I don't care. I just want a little bit darker in the middle. Still not. One more. Oh, each one's a different color. How pretty. I'm actually going to put, oh, dark pieces. Oh, light pieces. Oh, it's like a little collection. Some parts are dark, some parts are light. This little bumpy texture. And then I'm going to go with my finger. Just get a little paper towel. And then if you have a paper towel, I like to put it somewhere where I can't reach it. It's out of my space. I don't want it to touch my arms and stuff. But we have one more. This is actually another flower down here. Okay, so I clean my, I want to get a new paper towel, right? We'll start a new one. One. Pinch. And give it a pinch. So I can get white. Oh, she's like a little tonic. I'll just tilt this so you can see a little better. Oh yeah, it's these. Who knows what to do? You want to try it? No helpsies? I'm still going to talk. But see if you can do it and then fill it in with white. And clean my paintbrush. And then how much pink do I need? Probably not as much as a hard stab. Because why? Those were bigger. So maybe a smaller little pill. Oh. And then it goes in the back by the stem. And then outline it. Then stripe it. Oh, use the tip of my paintbrush. It just scratched the paint. So use the side of my paintbrush. There. There. Clean. Perfect. Now let's do the same thing to all these little leaves. They're going to be white, and we'll add a little brown to them. Okay, we just got to clean our paintbrush, pinch, and let's do all of it once because it's not hard. It's basically parentheses, parentheses, stripe in the middle. Parentheses, parentheses, stripe, right? And what if you go outside the line? Doesn't hurt nothing. So just stab the white and go parentheses. Oops, I missed the black completely. Whatever. Swipe, stripe, then one in the middle. And don't dilly-dally. We need our white to stay wet so we can decorate it with brown for a little chateau. And why don't we use green? Meh. Because it's a monochromatic painting. Well, not really. Gold is her base color, and then rose is the rose and brown, you know, and green. and pink, if they should mix while we're putting the gold on, they touch each other and make a gross color. So, and I'm just going parentheses, showing off, parentheses, parentheses, stripe down the middle. Oh, I went way outside the lines. We're going to outline it in gold. You'll see how it won't matter. Take my paintbrush. And then just catch up with me. Because we're going to switch paintbrushes. So we could put, once you're done, you switch to me a teeny tiny ittiest bittiest paintbrush. Just little. And you're going to be tempted to hold like a pencil. Can you hold like a magic wand? Like that, so we can use the side of the paintbrush instead of the tip. She's real pointy. And she would scratch the paint off. But if we use the side, I'll show you. Here's my piece of bread. Here's my butter. I'm going to butter the bread. No. It's the printy right now. So you hold like this. And then, oh yeah, you can peanut butter. It's softer. Right? Peanut butter. Okay. So now we're going to get our brown. Do you have any brown in your lid? I just need a little bit. So I just get a little pearl on the end of my brown, like a little pearl. I'm going to drop it off here. Whee! And then go, just like the flowers, but now we're just going one direction. 1, 2, 3, running out, running out, running out. All gone. So how many colors of brown did I get? I actually got very brown where I first dropped it off. God, it's dark. But I'll go back and fix it. Whatever's left in my paintbrush does my second stripe, my third stripe. I'm running out of paint. It's just white. Let's see it again. I'm running out of paint on my lid, so I'm going to have to get my cup. So can you get it from the side of your cup? Because if I stick my paintbrush in the big puddle, I'm afraid it'd be too much. Okay, so you get a scoop. And go, okay, just on this far side. Oh, very brown. But then go, oh, I'm not holding like a magic one. See? I'm trying to be softer. Switch. And then next to that one, oh, it's less. And then it's less. And then it's less. And then it's less. And then I ran out. Oh. Okay. And then get a tiny poke more. And then I always do the same left side. Woo, very brown. Not very brown. Running out of brown. Almost out of brown. All gone. So the white is eating up my brown. Don't scribble it in. Just drop it off like I'm a rainbow. And then less of a rainbow, less of a rainbow, invisible, dry. And get some more rainbow. Remember, push pause. Running out, all gone. But your first drop off is so brown. And then I'm less brown, and I'm less brown, and I'm less brown. Whoops. And then very brown, not very brown. That one's harder for me. Look how far away from me it is. I'm going to get in front of my painting. That's hard. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Nice. And what we're rooting for is if you do it twice, let's say you're like, you don't trust me and you went and did it twice, just try it the same exact way. You get the brown. I'll go back over the very first one I did. Oh, let me bring it closer. Watch. I just go, oh, here's my, it's very brown. And then less brown, running out of brown. It's almost out of brown. All gone. So how many versions of brown? Just by letting my paintbrush run out, because it will, you run out of paint. Like that. I want to do this one over. Nothing happened to this one. There. Probably because I was standing to the side too much and I can't really see it good. It's nice, right? Okay, now we get to do our sticks. And this is how you do your stick. Tiniest paintbrush and right on top of the black, we don't care. But don't scribble. So you just go, you touch it and pull. And then all of a sudden you run out of paint and it got a little bit dry. Stab your paint and keep going. More paint. But don't pick up my paintbrush. No, no, no. Wee. And, oops, I missed. Try again. Wee. Oh, you can't see. Wee. Push. And your paintbrush will open to one size. Oh, well then the branch of the tree back here is 2 stripes with one in the middle. So the black will just like a chateau. Good job. Let me clean our paintbrush. Pinch. And then push pause and catch up with me. Okay, and then we're going to get our big paintbrush. And we're just going to make some dry spots of pink. Okay, then we're going to paint over them, so don't overthink it. They're just like little clouds in the sky. Pink clouds. Okay, so find your big fluffy one. This one got bent. I don't care. So I just go poke, and it's kind of a glob. But let's drop it off in a few places. And this is a dry background, right? And maybe there, and there, and there, and there, and there. All right. But now we're going to scribble them and make little like patches. And we're just going to go, oh, and then, and blah, then blah, blah. Maybe one right there. Okay. Oh, look, it's all dry. Look it's dry brushing. That's what we're going to do next. So there's no paint left on my paintbrush. Don't touch the middle. She's perfectly bright. Let's scratch the edges and make powder. Oh, she's like invisibly and dry. And we don't care. And she looks like a cloud. Scratch this one. Ooh, blurry, 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 dry, dry, dry. Blurry, 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 dry, dry, dry. Don't care. Great. Now let's do the same. Look at how many little pink clouds. So cute. Okay, now let's do the, like there's a frame around it. So same paintbrush. You don't need very much brown. Just some. So it means don't stab it all the way. Just put it on the tip of the paintbrush. So you just get some, you know, some. And then let's drop it off like an L. Right on the edge of the painting. Like it's on a little booger. Oh, get off my paintbrush. There. Oh, there. Like a 7 or now, right? Now let's scribble it. It's only about 2 fingers big. But we're going to dry the edges of it like we did with our pink clouds. So we go, man, okay, you're brown. Well, nobody cares. Just kind of ruin it. Now, there's no paint left on your paintbrush. Now I'm going to sneak up. It's okay if it touches pink, right? And I go, oh, you mean make powder? Make powdery edges? Powdery edges. Yay! Dirty, 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 my pink. I don't care. So good. I like the dry part, right? And now let's do the same thing to the other side. Poke. Look, just some. I want to be able to run out. If I get too much, too much, right? So let's go way, and then way down the side. And then, oh, you already know. You're just jumping ahead. Okay, scribble it. Keep it falling off the edge there. And before it has a chance to dry, blur the edges. Dry, dry, dry. Big, 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 big. Oh, push. Hold your painting really hard. Take a really push on it and make dirty, dirty powder. Ooh. Ugly, 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 ugly. Nice. Like that. So good. Like a chateau. But the edges are blurry, right? Dry and blurry. Oh, why does it dry so fast? Because as soon as you thin out the paint like that, the air steals all the paint away. But why do we let it be thick along the edge? Because there's way more of the brown stuff, and it will dry darker, right? Okay, so now I'm going to get my switch back to medium paintbrush. And we gotta clean it with a good hard pinch. I'm gonna put the lids on all my paints. Put the lid on my rosy pink. Put the lid on my white. Put the lid on my brown. Okay, now I'm going to get my gold paint. I gave you a lot because we'll paint over the whole thing. The flower is busy drying while we do all this, but we're going to outline everything in gold. Looks really pretty. And remember that dry business? When we outline it in gold, just blur the outside edge, not the side touches the flower. Just blur the, let it get dry and scratchy around the flower. I'll show you what I mean. But I gotta hold my paint cup. Yeah, okay. And she's very see-through. So you're like, oh, okay. So don't worry. Look like this and hold it so you can see. So this is the first one. And we are gonna touch our flower. Won't hurt nothing. So I go smash, sneak up, and let one hair touch. Do it softer to get, softer. So, okay, I got in between it. That was close. Okay. And then, I better stop right here. Right there. I better stop. Because you see that lump on the side? I don't like it. Can you just go and tell it to blur? I'm trying, I went over the pink. It didn't hurt nothing. Rough up this. Oh, don't touch the flower. Blur, 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 blur. Oh, it got dry. See? Nice. Okay, now I go again. Maybe just 2 petals. I gotta go around I'm just touching the stick, right? But now I could go back and do that dry business. Dry, go back. So it's dry, invisible. And it has a really neat scribbly texture. Don't be afraid to go over the pink. She still shows. See, she's not gone. Don't be scared. But I'm just gonna go next to touching my wee. Oh, I got a little bit of white space between them. Won't hurt nothing. Blur, blur, blur the outside. Blur, scratchy, scribbly, circly. You don't have to paint over it, the whole thing. We're going to use our big paintbrush, remember, and paint over the whole thing. But we're still waiting for our flower to dry. So I'm not ready yet. Now we can go around this. I just do it. Look, this is going to be solid gold because there's no room for the whatever. And then dry. Before I go too far. There. We're just scribbling away the lump, right? Step. What if you pick up some brown? Your leaf is still wet. It just makes this this background. Don't hurt nothing. Oh no, it's just gonna look like a shadow. No worries. I'm just gonna let my paintbrush. I'm going too far, aren't I? Forgot to do the dry brush. Sneak up, small wiggle, sneak up. Don't hurt the stick. Circly. There. How come I'm going faster than you? Because I'm better than you or because I've done it before? So it's just a matter of experience. It's not, meh. And I have a whole lot of confidence because I play with paint a lot. So I can guess what's going to happen, right? No big deal. You get that way. You ever seen your mom, if your mom or your grandma's a good cook, or your dad, and then they could just smell the spice and know what goes it, because they cook so much. It's like this is, their spices are their magic, right? Okay, now we can get more. I'm going to go around the rest. I'm going to set my painting down for the rest. I was getting tired. So I'm going to go. Before I go too far, scribbly. You might be a good cook too, I don't know. It took me a long time to become a good cook because I didn't trust myself, right? I didn't have a guide, so I was doing a lot of guessing and making a lot of right? But just like when you do art, you do a lot of ugh at first. Because what are you actually learning? What is this going to do? What's going to happen? You don't even know. And then once you do it a little bit, I know it's going to happen because I remember last time, blah, blah, blah happened. So you can predict, right? You guys know about predicting from school. And predicting comes from experience. It's just a guess based on experience. So you're like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Well, that's probably because you haven't done this a lot. Once you do it a lot. But who gets a lot of experiences doing art? Not many people. Art supplies are very expensive. And if you get gold on the stick, it doesn't hurt nothing. So don't overthink it. Because art supplies are expensive, so we tend to do art with the cheaper ones, crayons, which is just colored wax. And then we will use colored pencils. And you have to push really hard, and you can't even get bright colors out of it, so it gets frustrating. And I like bright colors. And then, what's the last one? Markers. They just look like scribbles because you can't get the color out. You know, every color is a piece of line, so it gets very frustrating. So, and this right here, this is called product art. We're making a product. We're making a thing, an actual thing that we're trying to copy, right? But just because it's product art doesn't mean it's less. Because if I showed you a whole room of woodworking equipment, saws, and nail guns and stuff, would you go ahead and make some furniture? I know. I'll kill myself, cut my hand off. Right? So they'll say, make a birdhouse. And they'll say, cut it like this and do it like this and then glue it here and put one nail here. And then you made a thing. But what was the product for? Just to teach the skills, right? So we're like, wow, I could never done this on my own. I know. Not even fair to think so, right? You're like, oh, I missed a spot right there. And I was a blur with my finger. There. Because there was still a bunch of paint on my paintbrush. So we know that this is a product and we're copying, but we're not sad about it. We're not sad about it, okay? And then no matter how, we might accidentally smear our flower, but we don't care because it's part of the picture. Is to give it permission to be a little blurry. And now we're going to get our big paintbrush. And we only need a light coating right over everything. Oh, you know what? This is still wet. Let me go back and flatten it so it dries a little better. There. Oh, I know. We could wave it. Oh, look, I'm moving papers in my office. This is my office studio. Oh, it's better if I flatten it and make the bubbles go down, you know, mush it. And then let the wind get it. And some of the lumps are still on, and they're shiny on my stick. But I actually plan on those smearing. It looks really neat, like an antique painting. But I didn't want that to smear all over my fake painting. You know, all over my flower. I really thought that would dry faster. That's okay. Just do this for a second. No worries. Oh, less shiny. That'll work. Shininess means there's water trapped in it, right? Now I got my big cup and my big paintbrush. And try not to rub hard. We'll just use the flat side. The tip's a little scratchy, right? So we're going to do like this and just go from one side of your painting, whee, and then you're going to run out about halfway. And then instead of going right where you started, how about if we always push from the side into the middle, then get some for this side, whoop, and push to the middle. So, because the middle already got some gold on it, right? Because we did the around the flowers. Did you have to stop? Because I go fast. Sorry. Because I'm by myself. I can't walk around and see everybody's painting and everything. So I'm just going to poke my gold, smash. And we'll go like this. We'll land. and push it to the middle. And then as soon as you run out, oh, I got some on the leaf. I know. We're going to do that. Push towards the middle, push towards the middle, push towards the middle. And then there, maybe across the top, but not in the middle. I just threw gold paint over there. And then I'm going to push to the middle right here. Push, 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 push. And let the edges be ratty, kind of flickety. Flick, 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 push, 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 push. Great. Now our first one, let's do across the bottom. Stab. I'm going to put my paint cup down because I want to hold on to my painting. Now I'm going to go straight across. And then, oh, push, shove, push. Oh, I'm running out of paint. I need to touch more. Oh, I'm blurring. Some of my stick was still wet. I know. A little bit more. Oh, I'm on top of my, oh, I just fall off the page and fall off the page. Oh no. Mostly we're just trying to get rid of the white background. Nice. Good job. There. It turned solid gold. That's okay, we can still see our Sharpie. Want to repaint those flowers? So find medium paintbrush. Who thinks this is going to be super easy? Okay, so I'm going to get my my white paint and my rose paint one more time. And I get my white paint and I go stab. And I'm going to go, oh yeah, just outline it. But it'll have gold in it. I know. Want to see up close? Because you're getting quite a reflection from my window. And then, oh yeah, and just fill it in, but it's gold color. You remember. And then clean your paintbrush. Pinch. And then stab the, woo, and then stripe, stripe, stripe. Oh, outline. Then stripe, 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 stripe. So pretty. And then stab the white. Oh. And then fill it in. So we can get our rose and go smush. And then outline it. And then push, push real soft, real soft. Oh, pretty stripes. And then outline this one. Oh, that's just okay. And fill it in and stab my white. Stab my yellow, pink stripe, stripe, stripe. Stab my white. Oh, stripe, 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 stripe. And then outline it in pink. Whoop, 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 whoop. Stab the white. Outline it. Who remembers how to do this? So easy now. Oh, this one didn't get much white, did it? There. And then can we do our leaves real fast? Oh yeah. Parentheses, 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 parentheses. Oh, I forgot about the baby flower down here. Where? I just like the stripes. And then fill in the white. Mirror, 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 mirror. Why? Because I'm going to get my tiny paintbrush. And then get that little speck of brown. I still have some on my lid. Whoops, don't fall over. And I go very brown. My brown is brown. My little tape brush is rough. I got brown paint on it. I'm just gonna rub it in my hand. Oh, she instantly turned soft again because she got wet. There. I put it on it. It was too stiff. Running out. Who's really good at this now? Good thing we got to practice 2 times. And I did. It's very brown, not very brown, running out of brown. Done. Very brown, not very brown, running out. Done. Very brown, not very brown, running out. Done. Huh. I'm so expert at this. And then use your finger and put that little pokey thing back in there. When I do this in school, I'm going to put this little pokey part last. Remember how it went dry? And you only need it at the end anyway. This is actually the first time I did it, is doing it right here for you right now. Look at my pink through my rose, and some white pinks through, and the brown peeks through as it dries in the background. So pretty. Here, let me tilt it so you can see it finished. Because it's way too shiny. Is that better? So pretty. Very nice. Good job. Yay!